Alright, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking about renting our trailer. I just want to go over a few things and show you around instead of trying to go over this with everybody when they show up to pick it up. So this is the 2021 North Trail Ultralight series. It is 34 feet long, weighs 6,340 pounds. Dry weight with everything, pots, pans, and some of the stuff that we might have added. There's probably a few hundred extra pounds. I mean, maybe say 7,000 just to round up. Most V8 trucks can pull that. It sounds like V6 trucks usually can't handle that. So if you got a V8 truck, you should be good to go. You shouldn't have to have a 3/4 ton or 1 ton. Half ton pickup truck, V8 should be able to pull it. I guess just looking around here, you got the master bedroom there. You can see king size bed. One thing I do like to point out about these windows is even though it says exit, this is just for opening the window. The actual exit thing would be this knob there. So all the windows open. Got another window over here. You got ample, you can hang stuff in there. Nice deep cubbies that go all the way through up top. And then you have the same on the other side. You got outlets up here for plugging in cell phones or whatnot. You got a switch here for little ambiance lighting. I also got lights underneath. We shut this door here. Come over here, you see from there. There's extra blankets I have in here for people, or those can be taken out. More storage. This thing can hang in there for extra racks. Underneath here, we do have extra sheets and stuff. So it's kind of a little hidden place. Extra stuff. As well, I like to point out, I installed blackout blinds. So it'll be pitch black in here as long as those are pulled down. We got AC that works up there. We also have heat if needed. Coming out into this space, well, here's a thermostat. It's cycle on. I think everybody, that's pretty self-explanatory. We did just pull this, so some things have jostled around, but we got like extra cups and stuff up here, toaster, filters for coffee. You got a coffee maker, extra cups and plates that we have in here. This is washable stuff, but we do as well have underneath here is all of reusable stuff that we have in there for anybody to use. So put back. Very easy. This is a spot one bed could be here. If you laid this table down, bring those two things out and put them in. There's one bed. There's a second bed over here. I guess third, which I went over the king size. This can pull out. Easy enough. Another spot to sleep. All right. We got extra large windows, and if you get flies or stuff in, it's really nice that these screens actually open up too. So you have flies bouncing off the screen, you can just open the window and let them out, which I love that about it. We got lights up top there that you can turn off. These switches, or over the table one that you can turn off with the switch there. We have overhead lights. Let's try them all in here. Okay. Now if you turn them on, they're all on. Well, it can get pretty bright. at night, having all these on. So you do have the option to go through and turn them off one at a time, the ones you don't want on, which is nice. We got a new TV. This is pretty much the same size TV was here when we bought it, but I put in a smart TV, so it has all the Netflix, Prime Video, and Amazon, Disney Plus that you can log into if you have Wi-Fi, and you're able to play anything that you want. The oversized fridge and freezer than what other models have, so there's lots of room, and it does get very, very cold. Got the oven. If you're going to use this oven, I recommend using a sheet or something, as it does put the pizza on something, or it's just going to burn the bottom of the pizza. Then we got the stove top. This just lifts up, folds back, and you got 3 burners. It's pretty cool too. The lights, nice and cool blue. Let's see. We got 2 double beds, so maybe 2 small kids could fit in each one, or 1 adult. Then you have, it's a little bit dirty in the floor because I was just in there looking, but we got the sink, and we got the toilet, and we got the full-size shower. Alright, jumping outside then. Come, and we have a beer fridge in here, or a little freezer. Just good note to self, as this will open up and spill all your stuff while you're underway and it's going around. So it does connect together back here to strap in while you're underway, and then you can just unstrap it, and you can keep your stuff cold as you're going. Got a table and a sink, and plug-ins out here, and there is a little light even under here. So that is that little station. And we got different watering areas for filling. This is the freshwater connection. If you're going to fill it with like a hose, that'll go into your tank. I believe it's a 45-gallon freshwater storage. And that's about it on this side. Let's go to the other. Oh no, I want to show the wheels. So the leveling system, there are leveling bubbles, I believe, up at the front of the RV for leveling it. But when you're leveling it, let's say you want to level this side, you're going to put both of these blue chocks under whichever side you want to raise up. So this one will go here, this blue one will go back there. Let's say you're back up onto it. The more you back up, the higher it goes. Once you got it to where you want it to go, then you put this one underneath this side of the tire to stop it. And now you should be level left to right. And this is what it could look like if you were almost all the way up as well. All right. And we do have the awning, which is controlled in there as well. With this spare tire. We got all the stuff up front to change the spare tire if need be. We have a rack. This can be taken off, and there's a hitch there for a bike rack. We do have a bike rack available also, so that can lower down, or you can use a bike rack. And we'll just keep working our way around the city water connection. If you want the pressurized water and you're not going to just fill the tank, and you can keep the hose connected like at an RV park, simply connect that there. We have a filter device up front that you screw it in. You have that. That's the city water connection. This is just a flush for flushing the black tank. You got your tanks under here. You get a gray tank, you got a black tank. This is your galley water and your kitchen water. The bathroom sink water and shower water is going to be gray. The wastewater is going to just be the toilet. And there's I'll have to go back in there and show them that. There was one of these in the back too, but these are electric stabilizers. They're not self-leveling, but it lowers one on this side, one on that side, and then there's another one of these in the back that puts down the back one. Make sure these are used just to maybe bring it up a couple inches just to stabilize it. Don't want to put, they're not made for load bearing like a lot of load. They will break if you try to put like the whole weight of the trailer on them, or I've heard of people trying to crank it off the ball of the truck for whatever reason if the jack stops working, and trying to put all the weight on these, and that can break them too. So we have storage. We got extra storage here. We have extra blocks for helping level if need be. We got some of the electrics. My electrical cord that also connects back there is not in here right now. It's actually over in the woods where I have this stored. But it's a little surge protector. Kind of shows that you have everything wired correctly or not. So I plug that in first. You got a big jack here if you need to change a tire. The other for septic, and that's another thing in the back that we could show is the septic hose in the bumper. Let's check that out real quick. Alright, so septic, I'm going to pull this off. This should somewhat easily pull out. And then you can take these caps off. You can connect it down to either one of the gray or black tanks to get that drained into the septic somewhere. Alright. Here's one of the bubbles for left to right. So yeah, of course you're trying to get it to 0. And you got another one right here. And you're going to try to get that one as close to 0 as you can as well. If anything, yes. Let's go over the cameras. We got cameras left and right. I don't usually use these very much. I just use the back camera. And there's a screen that you can plug into your vehicle, and that camera will connect to it. It's not great for using as backing up, but it is good for seeing who's behind you on the highway. If you don't have wide enough mirrors and you got those blind spots, you can at least see who's coming up behind you and if it's safe to change lanes. Alright, let's go back to the other side of the camper. Here's one of the screens I was talking about. They go in your vehicle, just plug it into the cigarette lighter. To note about this is in order for the camera and back of the trailer to be energized, you have to have the running lights turned on. So if these lights are on, then that camera has power because that's how they're wired. So you might have to push the button inside your vehicle to make your trailer lights turn on. Then it will connect to your screen, and then you're set to go. Let's see what else we have in here. Here's an extra long cord for running water to the camper. There's an oversized, runs all the way the length of the front here. We usually lay that down in front of the steps and roll it back up. So that's very handy and it looks nice. Alright, let's go back in here. Oh, I do have sensor monitors too for the tire pressure sensing system right here. And I actually have that in the dash of my truck right now, but that is also wireless. So if you get a flat tire, one of those is going to start beeping. It usually takes about 15 seconds and it starts beeping saying low error. So that is good to know, because a lot of the time with these tires, if it blows, you won't know it until it's shredded and almost all the way gone, and sometimes it can kind of really mess up the top side. So that is a big thing to have. Let's see, we got extra storage here. Little pantry with extra stuff. We got the garbage in there. Got a Swiffer. Although the nice thing that even though we have the Swiffer, we actually have a vacuuming system in the camper. Right now, if I turn it on and off, it's not doing anything because it has to be connected to AC power. Right now I just have the camper running off of the battery, so nothing that requires AC power works right now at the moment. Here's the fuse panel here. If for some reason something were to happen, never had that happen yet. And going back to the vacuum, I have a nice vacuuming right here. Let's see if I can get this pulled out. So this just kind of comes over and plugs into there, and this will extend. Okay. One way or another. I haven't used it since last year. So, anyways, yeah, there's the vacuum. You can turn it on. It's great. It's handy. I think that's about it. All for now. I will try to make other videos as need be. Thanks.